Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Nathan Fox. That's Ben Olson. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. We've got an email here from Hailey, who is asking, keep the score or shoot for more?
Okay. Well, at least it rhymes. I'm a huge fan of LSAT Demon and a religious listener of the Demon Daily podcast. I took the test prematurely this August before hearing your advice and scored a 155. I focused on drilling time sections and review and scored a 165 this October administration. Although a 165 was my original goal score before seeing my improvement, I was scoring between 168 and 173 in practice consistently leading up to the test.
100% retake it. Law schools only care about your highest score. You've only fired 2 of your 5 bullets. If I were you, I would, I would have told you you should already have been registered for November, and you should plan on taking also January, February, if necessary.
Yeah, you can always
I
stop.
would not settle. Yeah, just don't settle for anything less than 170,
Yeah.
I would say, given your practice test scores.
Which will probably go up as you continue to prepare for these exams.
Yeah, and at that point, you might go, well, maybe I should get even greedier. Because, that range is going to move up. Like, you take the January test and get a 170, but now your practice test range is 171 to 178 or something. It's like, yeah, well, then you really should take it again, Hailey, because it's a ratchet effect. Law schools only care about your highest score.
Yep.
Even if your score goes down, all they're going to report to U.S. News, all they're going to report to the American Bar Association is the highest score that you have on your record. So, yeah, you absolutely should take it again. But let's see what the rest of her email says.
A 165 is great, and I am proud of the improvement I have made in a month, but can't help but feel that I could score higher. My 165 is above median at most of the schools I'm applying to, but it won't be if you apply to higher schools. But I know this is a competitive cycle, and I want to earn the most scholarship money and acceptances possible. Okay. Yeah, then wait. I don't want to wait another cycle, but if I apply with my 165 now and still take the January administration, can I email the schools asking to appeal or award me more scholarship money if I have a higher score on record when I hear back? Have you seen this work before? Look forward to hearing from you. Hailey, you're making the mistake that so many other people are making. You're being penny wise and pound foolish, but in a time context.
Yeah. I just don't know why young people are in such a damn hurry. You got your whole life ahead of you.
And hundreds of thousands of dollars, actually even more potentially, depending on how
millions of dollars
ends.
Depending on where you end up going to law school, Hailey. I do think you're selling yourself short if 165 is above the median. Well, she says at most of the schools I'm applying to.
So then you're below at some schools, which means, okay, you're not getting scholarships there or very little.
Yeah. No. Hailey, get your very best LSAT, then apply. If you hear this podcast sometime in November and decide to apply now, you're already later than like a quarter of the applicants for the cycle.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
We've already seen scholarship offers coming out from some schools. Why would you do that? If you email them and say, hey, just wait, I don't know. I think you lose all benefit of applying in November. Not that there's that much benefit to be gained because you could have applied in September or October. Could it work? Could some school give you maybe more scholarship money? I suppose, but
you're not going to get your best offers.
No, you won't, because you won't have any way of knowing your true value in the marketplace.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about the law school scam, is that they charge everybody a different price. And you don't even get to find out what price they're going to charge you until you've already applied and been admitted. The only way to protect yourself is to apply early, broadly, with your best LSAT. You do not yet have your best LSAT on record, Hailey, and it is not early.
Yeah, look at there's 3 requirements there. Best LSAT, early, broadly. you don't have your best and you don't have early,
Nope.
so you're failing
Nope.
2 of the necessary conditions if you want to do it the best way or the demon way.
It sounds like she's also not planning on applying broadly enough, because she says 165 is above median at most of the schools she's applying to. And I would say, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you applying to better schools, Hailey? You're a better candidate. I mean, the very best way to get a generous scholarship from USC is to get yourself a generous scholarship from UCLA.
Yeah.
So you've got to aim higher so that you have a broad range of offers coming in, so that you can then use those offers to, find the right school at the right price. Try to avoid the word negotiate there, because it means different things to different people. But the best way, Hailey, to arm yourself in this, call it what it is, negotiation over the price, is to do it our way. You describe yourself as a huge fan of LSAT Demon and a religious listener of the LSAT Demon Daily podcast. I think we would both be disappointed in you if you applied right now. Anything more for Hailey?
I'm just thinking about Hailey, and specifically anyone who is feeling the urgency to apply now. I think that might stem from a lack of obvious alternatives in their mind. So, for example, it's apply now or do nothing or wait.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. There's plenty of things you can do between now and then. You could go to a courthouse. You could meet attorneys. You could go get a job for a year in the legal field. There's so many things you can do to make yourself such a better, not just applicant, because that's really not what we're talking about. Make yourself a better future attorney and decide, is this really the path you want to go on? And if it is, what kind of connections do you want to have before you go into law school, so you know the game that you're about to play and become such a better student? I mean, there's so many things you can do.
There's a million things you can
to be a better student and applicant. And so why not do those things and stop thinking about, I got to go now.
You could go learn to be a bartender or a waiter. You could teach yourself how to vibe code. You could spend the next year just talking to ChatGPT. I mean, for real, you could teach yourself absolutely anything you wanted to learn with the combination of ChatGPT and YouTube. I mean, there's so many things that you could do to not waste this, that people think they're wasting another year. No, you're enjoying your youth before you get on the relentless hamster wheel of law practice. And saving yourself potentially $250,000 or making yourself multiple millions of dollars over the course of your career by going to the right school at the right price.
Hailey,
the responsible thing to do is to wait another year. That's not I think people think it's the irresponsible thing to do. Oh, I'm wasting time.
Yeah. I'm procrastinating.
You're not procrastinating. You're not wasting time. You're going to get a few more points on the LSAT. You're going to apply to a few more schools. You're going to apply at the very beginning of the cycle instead of late in the cycle. You're going to go to the right school at the right price, which is going to launch your legal career on a much better trajectory than just what you're doing now, which is half-assing it and getting in at the last minute. It's penny wise, pound foolish.
Yeah. Hailey, let us know what you decide. We want to hear from you. And anyone else, email daily@lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.